Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Paranormalities Ponderings radio show. I'm your host, Frank Lee, and I have next to me my semi-amazing, but not quite as amazing as me, co-host, Donald Davis.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad you took a long pause before you actually said what you were thinking, I'm sure.
Well, you know.
So I'm kind of glad to be on the show tonight, I guess.
Right. That's, that's the biggest compliment I've given anyone all day.
It really?
Yeah. It
Oh,
really
wow. Well, I'll take it.
So for everyone listening or watching, if you're watching, got a lot of information we're going to put out tonight. Try to help out a lot of people. There's a ton of confusion out there, a lot of misconceptions, especially when it comes to ghost boxes, ITC apps, ghost hunting apps, all that sort of thing. And we are here, as you can see. No, this is not my house. My house is not decorated much better than this. But we are actually in the basement of a haunted location that we investigate every once in a while and kind of test equipment out. Sometimes,
just for everyone listening real quick, we are live on location, and some of the things that we're kind of hearing now are, we've had a couple little small things happen while we were setting up and everything, but some of the things, if you'll listen real close, we'll have footsteps walk across us from time to time, and that's one of the things that happens here quite a bit. And we actually captured several EVPs. We've actually got responses from the Spirit Box and the Echovox on this very location. So it's an active location, and we hope we produce something for you later.
Right, which kind of made it a good reason to do the show here tonight, to try out those things, since we've always got interesting responses here. So hopefully tonight we'll be able to give everybody a good idea how some of these things work, maybe help you understand it better. We see about as many misconceptions about those things as there are things that you can buy and download. So I think it's going to be good.
I think so too, and we're using a couple pieces of equipment that has been in everybody's bag at least once at one time or another. We have the PSB7 Spirit Box that we're going to be trying out tonight, and we're going to be putting it up against the Echovox, which is another app that we like to use. This is also actual dialogue, reverb, echo. Totally different from the Spirit Box, which most of you know, the listeners and the watchers out there, that you've seen this on TV, you've seen it on every ghost hunt show. Everybody had one 6 years ago, but they've come out with a new one. I think it's the SB11. I think it is now. I think they've come out with that now.
SB or PSB or
yes, it's probably SB47 next week. They come out with one about every 2 weeks, so. We use this quite a bit. We like to use it still. It's quite a good little piece of equipment we have handy in our bag. We like to pull it out nearly on every investigation. Mm-hmm. Along with the Echovox too. We like to compare the evidence, what we get off the Spirit Box and what we get off the Echovox.
So yeah, there's definitely a lot to consider when you compare them, and we think that's a great way to do it, is to compare things and see what gives you the best results. Now I'm going to try to do some of this over the air here without blowing out everyone's eardrums or anything like that. So bear with me.
And let's see, don't spill my coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the show. You spill my coffee.
Right. We don't want to spill the coffee. That's a show foul. So let's see. First thing we gotta do is find the power button
Now what we're doing, we're gonna we're doing a PSP7 Spirit Box session right now, live, as we're fixing to put it on the air here in just a second, and we're gonna let it run a few minutes to give the ones that haven't used this piece of equipment before just what it sounds like, the radio feedback, the pareidolia that you're gonna pick up as you're using this piece of equipment. So Frank is gonna turn this thing on and get it to sweep in, and
Can you
hopefully.
hear me now?
That's not the way it works, Frank.
So you don't hold it to your ear?
No, you don't talk into it. No, it's a transistor. It puts out. It doesn't take in. You're supposed to be the tech guy.
Right, I know, but this looks kind of like my old Nokia phone.
It does. It should have a flip part on it too. There, should it?
Can you hear me now? Okay, so anyway, let's see. Let me hook up this external speaker here. And there we go. And yeah, we got power on that. We may have to, oh, whoops, that's not a cable. I'm over here grabbing the mouse. You can see how amazing I am here. There we go. And hopefully that's not blowing out anyone's eardrum.
Now, just so you know that this is a loud piece of equipment. You can turn it up as loud as you want to. Some people like to play this loud. Some people like to play this real low so they can hear the responses. I preferably myself, I like it loud. Frank likes it a little lower, and that's where we clash a little bit on the sound part of it. But as far as the evidence, we both agree that we do get some good evidence from this stereo.
Here. See. Oh, okay, now as we talk, hopefully you can hear us over the speaker, but still hear it. We're on FM, and we're about to do a forward sweep. So listen really closely and let us know if you hear anything. So, is anyone in here that wants to talk with us? If you do, talk to this device I have in my hand.
Now, generally, we just got a little interference right there, and I think that was radio feedback. But generally, what I like to do when I start a PSP7 Spirit Box session is, for the first couple minutes, just let it run. Don't ask any questions. Just let it sit there and run and listen to it. That way you can generally see on the display about where you're going to pick up any static or any pareidolia. And that way when you do use this later on, you know about where you're going to get the feedback. So that way you can listen in the white noise areas, in the breaks in between the static and between the radio feedback. I'm sorry.
And to answer Elisa's question, yes, we are on Facebook Live on the C.A.S.P.I.R. Paranormal Facebook page.
Absolutely, yeah, we are. We both are hunkered down over the top of the laptop. Probably couldn't see us. Hello, everyone on Facebook Live. Sorry we forgot about y'all. We are doing a Paranormalities Ponderings radio show. Right now, we are doing a PSP7 Spirit Box session. Sounds pretty clear tonight. It doesn't have a lot of feedback. Generally, and especially as close as we are to a radio station, we should be picking that up, but pretty clear tonight. Maybe because of the cloud covering the storm.
Right. So right now we're not having as much interference come through as you typically would. Some areas that you go to, it's horrible. But it makes it interesting.
And there's a lot of times where you won't be able to use this piece of equipment, especially in your little small towns where you have a lot of AM stations and a lot of because you have a lot more AM radio stations than you do FM stations. So you get a lot of feedback on the AM side, especially on the PSB7. You have an AM and an FM selection. The AM selection isn't as fast of a sweep as the FM is. So we like to use the fastest sweep available on it, which is 100 sweeps per second. And that just, like I said, on that setting and the way we're doing it right now, I have gotten a complete sentence on this PSB7 right in this very basement where we sit.
So, and just for display demonstration purposes, let's sweep backwards. Let's sweep backwards for a little bit, just to let everyone hear that. We're sweeping in AM right now. So right now we're doing AM backwards.
Now, we haven't went off the air. We just wanted everybody to be able to listen to this for just a few seconds, a couple more minutes. So we're going to be quiet and let's scan through this a couple times and see if we can pick up anything. Anna, would you like to speak with us tonight? We've investigated a few times. We've picked up a name, Anna. We have a male spirit that we pick up very few times through here. Mostly it is a single female that stays in this basement. Elderly lady. It was confirmed by the great-granddaughter of Anna that used to live here. Many years ago before it became a business. She confirmed it after we had actually gotten the name of Anna, which was pretty compelling evidence. So we come in here, we ask Anna a few questions, and sometimes she replies, sometimes she wants to be stubborn and tell us to go on home. So if you hear me say a name, it's because we have gotten that name. I just, through Facebook Live, that was weird. I just saw a blue anomaly float behind us here. I don't know what that was. I just looked on your screen and a blue light just went right across there. It's crazy.
Of course I'm looking down.
Yeah, of course it would be. I just caught a glimpse over there. That's crazy. Huh, maybe that was moisture or dust or something. We'll have to go back and watch the video. Anna, are you with us tonight? Do you remember me and Frank? We've been here several times talking to you. Don't be afraid.
Well, for everyone, you can't see it from where the camera is, but we just had a light come on across the room. As you can see, it just kind of got brighter here.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So I'm going to turn this up.
Yeah, let's stop that this minute.
But anyway, that kind of lets you hear that. Now what's crazy is just a second ago, a light across the room over here came on by itself. So that is.
I'm gonna go over and turn it off real quick and see if that happens again.
Yeah, because we haven't been able to get that thing to come on. That's why it's been so dark over here.
That's crazy. Let me go check it out real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay, so you can kind of hear the way that's the PSB7. Of course, you can buy those pretty cheap. Some people love them, some people hate them. Personally, I think they make a little bit too much noise for my personal preference. However, some people love them. So it's all about what you like. And is it going to work now?
Yeah, it looks like it wants to work.
Huh. So now the light apparently is apparently the light is going to be on now for some reason. That was just odd. Can't say that it was paranormal, but
Right, can't say we wouldn't present that as any paranormal evidence, maybe as an occurrence that you had. But that was we've tried for since we've been here. 2 hours now to try to get that light to work. Now, okay, maybe something in the ballast. You never know. But it's working now, so. But yeah, and a lot of times going back to the PSP-7, the reason why a lot of times that some people don't like to use this is because with your PSP-7, a lot of your responses you're not going to hear clearly, and a lot of the things that you'll pick up and hear later is during your when you start going over your evidence. That's when you'll really hear your responses and everything. It's at first when you first start using the spirit box, it's going to be hard to defer between a response and pareidolia. But if you use it and use it frequently, you'll get to where you'll be able to tell the difference in between a response and the pareidolia. Because to me, it has a different tone. It doesn't sound like it's coming from a radio. It actually sounds like it's sitting there talking through the white noise, right. Is what it sounds like.
Right. And now something that we have had happen on a lot of investigations is as we were using something like a spirit box or ghost box or whatever, we have had a voice come through, not through the through the box itself, but as if it's talking over it, almost like it were annoyed about the noise and trying to yell over it in a way.
And this thing will give you a headache when you buy it. It comes with warnings. It could cause a seizure. It will give you a headache. It's given me one before. It's given a couple of the investigators one before, especially if you use it for an extensive long period of time. So we try to keep the session to 5 minutes. Do little short burst sessions. To me, that's the best way in order to get the best evidence out of it.
Right. Now, I've got my handy dandy tablet here. So I've got a few apps that I downloaded to try out for everyone. And that way we could test those out. And hopefully this will help you a little bit. The first one I'm going to try is now this seems legit. This one is called Ghost Detector, and I found it now my tablet here is Android. I found it in the Android Play Store, and it said that Ghost Detector, the app description said it's real.
Did it?
Yeah, it said, actually, I think it specifically said 100% real.
Oh, wow. So
it's got to be legit.
Actually, absolutely.
Got to be legit.
And if you believe that, I've got some property right over here in Pale City that's oceanfront. I'll sell you for a cheap price, Frank.
Awesome. So we'll have to talk after the show about that.
Yeah, sure. Hey, great deal.
I like the beach.
Great deal.
Is it tropical?
Whatever you want it to be, bud. Whatever. You just tell me what you want, and we'll make it happen.
So anyway, the app description says it's 100% real. And for everybody on Facebook Live, I'm going to pop it up. It shows up this little screen, and it's got a little radar. Looks like an old
it looks sonar. Like if you were searching for submarines, this is what you would want to use.
So this pops on, and at the top of the screen, It says click on the radar and wait a while. And no, I'm reading this word for word correctly. Click on the radar and wait a while. The search for ghost. So kind of.
So yeah, you got to warm up everything.
Right. So I'm holding it up for everyone here. Okay, so I'm gonna click. Well, nothing happens. Okay, it's scanning. I see it. It's wow. That's futuristic.
It is.
Okay, there's this little bar going across the screen. It's scanning and it says searching for ghost. And now it's got little ghosts dancing across the screen. This is the real thing, I do believe. Oh, detecting ghosts. Oh, whoa! Look at this.
We have successfully detected a ghost.
Right. So
30 seconds into the sweep. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, this already says results. Ghost found successfully. And I think it's got a little picture of him there.
It even gives you a picture of a little white ghost to even give you hope.
So, wow. That's it. I'm not buying any more equipment. From now on investigations, this is what I'm using. Think all the thousands of dollars we've spent on DVR systems, on meters, all this. And this was a free app.
Yeah.
Because I'm too cheap to pay for an app.
Right.
So this is awesome.
That's great to have. I mean, I'm going to do away with all my equipment now that you found this, Frank. I mean, I'm just mesmerized by how great the picture of the little ghost is drawn on there and everything.
Right. That graphics is amazing. So let's see what happens. It says, no, I'm not misreading that. It says, chick again, CHICK, chick again to keep tracking ghost.
So it even has misspelled words to tell you.
Maybe Ghost did that or something. So
talking with a lisp or something.
Right. So anyway, nothing's happening when I hit the screen here. So
I think that little ghost right there had something to do with it.
I bet it's the ghost right there. He shut our app down. So anyway, so let me hit this button and no.
That's great. I mean, 30 seconds into the investigation using this app, we found a ghost.
Right.
So we can post it on Facebook. It's got to be true.
Yeah, it's got a button so that you can share it on Facebook.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
excellent app. I'm glad you found that. We're going to save us a lot of money using that app there, Frank.
Right. So yeah.
By yourself on investigations.
So that it's got to be good, right?
But yeah, it's of course this is another app. For all you beginners out there, apps are for entertainment purposes only. We just want to come on here and show you a few, tell you a few, show you a few on Facebook Live, a few of the things that people are getting caught with out there using.
You mean that wasn't real?
No, Frank, that's not real. I hate to break that to you right now, and I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm your friend, and I can't let you. It's like you're not letting a friend. Okay, for all you not looking on Facebook Live, we're going to have to shut down the video feed real quick because Frank and I need to have a little heart-to-heart real quick. This is the first show Frank and I have actually done sitting side by side like this. See, the reason why we do it from the compounds of our own home is because, the way we act around each other. Right. So it's great we don't see each other at least once a month. Because we get together any more than that, then it's not really good.
Right. So, so yeah, that one's definitely that was ghost detect, and in all seriousness, there's no such thing as a ghost detector. It doesn't exist. So
just be careful what you're looking at. Research what you're getting on your phone anyway. it's great to have your phone. We're not saying don't take your phone. Your phone has a lot of capabilities that you need actually on your investigation. Hello, who you waving at, friend?
Huh. Well, there was Laura and Kat and Jennifer and Dad all said hi to us. And,
Oh, okay. Well, you threw me off. I was trying to talk and everything. You know I can't. I'm sorry. Anyway, I was back to what I was saying. Your phone has some really good features on it. You could actually use your phone for a flashlight, a recording device, several different things for you to use on an investigation.
So yeah, that's
even some of them come with an EMF reader on it. Some of your phones.
So right, absolutely. And just to let everyone know, you're tuned in to WCJV Digital Broadcasting out of Youngstown, New York, or you might be watching on Facebook Live, and hello to everyone watching there. And you are listening to Paranormalities and Ponderings, and tonight we are talking about ghost apps, ghost boxes, We'll talk about ghost ships, ghost planes, ghost trains.
Hey, that's what we do. That's what we do best.
It don't matter. We'll talk about anything.
Except politics.
Right. Well,
I've seen enough politics on Facebook over the last month or so.
So yeah, and hello, Larry.
Hello, Larry.
So, and for everyone on Facebook Live, if you want to get in the chat room, ask us a question, you can do so, wcjvradio.com/live. And there's always a lot of great stuff going there.
Yes, got some great people in there, some really intelligent people, ask some great questions, really put us on the spot a lot of times.
Right. So the next one that I was going to look at, when I was trying to find the legit app, okay, I found this one that this is called Spiritron.
Spiritron. It's even got a tough name to it, don't it?
Right. It definitely sounds interesting. And it says this is a Project Unity app, Spiritron version 1.0 by Ron Ruiz. Provides non-radio tones to create a robotic style similar to Bill O'Neill's Mark IV app. So this is it, and I'll show everyone. This is how it looks if you're watching on Facebook Live. Kind of looks like an old school speaker. Now, okay, I'm going to turn this on. It's the way this is set up. It gives you a variable sweep rate that you can change at the top, and you've got a plus and a minus key and a power button. So pretty simple.
The plus and the minus is how gullible you really are.
I believe so.
When you use the app.
So we're turning it on now. Let's listen and see if we get anything.
Whoa. That's the noise it makes.
So that's definitely odd.
Spiritron. You're exactly right. That sounds just like a dang electric razor.
For anyone that, I'm over here thinking this thing sounds like an electric razor or something.
Okay, that's great. So if you're ever in the bathroom shaving and you hear a voice, it's because your electric razor is the catalyst for that area.
Now we can change the rate of it here.
Can you? Can you make it sound like a really mad bumblebee?
I think it's already on that setting. Hi, Rick. And Laura's saying her cat is annoyed.
Her cat is annoyed?
Yeah. Right. Anyone listening, their dog's going, what is it? So we're now on max speed.
So, I mean,
Oh,
and they
okay.
got really good graphics on that one, too. So, it's something definitely to catch your eye anyway.
Right.
Huh?
So I've got to turn that off. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Tough name.
Right.
Great sound.
Right. You bring that on an investigation, I'm going to either, after about 30 seconds, I'm going to be ready to throat punch you and break your speaker. I'm sorry. That's just annoying. That's all I can do with that.
I have to agree with you on that. That would, well, they just come out with anything to throw out there at somebody, don't they?
So, yeah.
And that was called Spiritron. That was another free
Spiritron.
app available on a ghost hunting.
Right. So,
Wow.
so I'm kind of, yeah. I don't know. That might be the best app in the world. I just couldn't stand to listen to it for more
Well,
than 30
you
seconds.
just said the last one you
Right.
used was the best app in the world. So
Second best app.
Second best.
It's the second best app. Okay, so let's try this one. This is called Spirit Box. Let's see. This is from Appy Droid is the name of it.
Happy Droid.
Yeah, Appy Droid. It's like happy without the H.
Yeah.
So they're almost happy. That's that's what it looks like. And it's got some lines that you can adjust to slide over, I guess, to adjust the tone somehow.
See, you lost me already. If I have to tune it,
Right.
I don't want it.
It sounds like
A
you're
free app's too much work to do all that.
right.
Well, here we go. Let's see what we got here. And this is supposed to simulate a spirit box.
Right.
That doesn't sound like a spirit box to me. That just sounds like a bunch of...
Let's see what this button does. Okay, when I hit this button, some of the controls start moving by themselves. So I'm guessing that puts it in some kind of random mode.
I'm sure.
Does anyone want to talk with us over this app?
Sounded like we just got some Luke Bryan come over it.
Okay, so we've connected to the spirit of Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan.
Oh, wait,
yes.
he's still alive.
Yeah, he's probably...
Cancel that.
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like little Luke Bryan's music come over there.
Right, so... I don't know what this button does.
Hopefully it turns it off.
Right. So anyway, I hit another little button, and when I did, this box pops up, and it says warning, buffering. It says loading IP stations. Please be patient. This may take several minutes to complete. Please do not operate the device till this message closes. Okay.
It'll self-destruct if you do.
Correct. No, actually, I tried this earlier, and I thought, well, how long can that take? So I let it run, and I'm thinking that's where there's a glitch in this app, because it actually ran for like 3 hours and didn't do anything. So I'm guessing
still buffering.
Right.
After 4 hours.
Right. So I don't know if it's a glitch in the app itself,
Well,
or maybe
it's a free app, so you
compatibility.
should be happy with what you got,
Right.
So
now my
now
back
it's
button
got you.
is
Everything just froze up now.
right. So yeah, we'll force close that.
You probably have a virus now since you opened that
Right.
app.
So yeah,
Which is something you need to watch out for when playing with a lot of these apps. There are
Right.
viruses that could be inside there that you'll
Yeah.
get if you open them up.
yeah. So on a very serious note, you have to be careful when if you're looking for an app that's supposed to use your speaker and your microphone, all of a sudden wants permission to your identity and your
Contacts.
yeah and internet access and just be careful what permissions. Pay attention to that stuff. Because some of them are designed to steal your information. And a lot of people have a lot more information on their phone than they realize. So.
I do. I store a lot of stuff on my phone, which I probably shouldn't have just said that over Facebook and the show.
Right.
Change all my passwords tonight.
Right.
See what you do.
So now we're going to an old standby. This one is one that I hear about so often that it makes my ears bleed. It's Ghost Radar Classic.
Choice.
Oh, and the word choice just came through.
Oh, so we already have a response.
Right. You can see it works kind of like an ovulus, and that it's supposed to take quantum measurements.
Oh, wow.
It's got its own pattern that takes scientific measurements here and converts that to words.
Cool.
I'm sure it's legit.
Through your droid.
Right. So and this little radar that it's got going, it's got the little screen in the little circle in the screen there, and it sweeps, and it's supposed to tell you if a ghost shows up.
Yeah.
So
sort of similar to, well, we got another word. What?
Right. So it says born.
Born. I thought it said bored.
Right.
That would have.
Right.
That possibly would have been a little more to what's going on tonight.
Right. So now something to test out. I've got a theory on this, and this may cause a little interference. And yes, I agree. Oh, hi, Rick. And I agree with Laura that it looks scientific.
Absolutely. I love it when it's the little sweeper on, man. I love to watch going around and around.
Right. Very, very professional.
Yeah.
We're here to eliminate your ghost.
Did it just find one? I thought it said something.
So what I have here is a simple little EVP, or a little, EMF pump. EVP pump. That would be an interesting device.
After.
It says after. So okay, I'm going to turn this on, and just to show everyone how this works. You can see I've got my K2, my magic ghost detector. That's what the K2 does, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So, and I've got it next to my EMF pump here. Now when I turn my EMF pump on, when I flip the switch and turn it on, you can see the K2 lights up. It's not a very strong one, but you can see it does light up the K2 meter. So we are getting some
EMF output.
Some EMF output from it, because see, I can move it away. Nothing, So you can see the EMF pump is working.
People.
So, and it just says people over the app here. So now what I want to try, since we know that the EMF pump is putting out, and this may cause a little interference in the microphone for everyone listening through the radio. If it does, I apologize. Now, this app, according to the description, takes environmental quantum measurements and uses that to tell you when energy is nearby. So I've got my EMF pump right here, and you can see there it actually is showing up something here. Well, there it goes. Now if it's measuring the environment, considering that this pump is enough, to
Drink.
So
Drink.
So apparently whatever just came through this wants a drink. But you can see that this is enough to set off the K2 meter.
And it
completely.
just said, we have a ghost due north.
Right. So.
Due north.
Right. So
Straight up that way.
So if that's the case,
look at there, due north.
There was actually a dot on the screen, and when I held the app close to the EMF pump, it disappeared. So I'm not thinking it's picking up anything in the environment energy-wise.
No.
Fourth.
So
there goes another word it just created.
So that's. I'm not thinking it's as accurate. I'll tell you what, I've got an idea, Donald.
What's that?
Maybe it's not EMFs. How about this? Okay. I'm going to call Donald through the phone and see if that shows up anything. So
you're going to call me from your phone to see if that interferes with that app.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to have my phone.
There we go. You ready?
All right. Go ahead.
All right. And I'm holding this up so you can see. All right. And here we go.
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
What?
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Oh, sorry, Frank.
What kind of ringtone is that?
You weren't supposed to hear that. That's your ringtone.
C.
I'm sorry. Let me change it to something else.
So anyway, you can see that didn't have any effect on the thing. After the show, we got to talk about Donald's ringtone.
I'm sorry.
An idiot is calling your device.
That's what it's saying. I mean, I didn't put it there. It just I didn't go to Zedge to get the ringtone, and I don't know who assigned it to you. I don't know. That just come up there. I'm sorry. I'm serious. I think Jennifer done it.
Right, sure. Yeah, blame it on her. You know she's watching, right?
Oh, is she?
So
She's supposed to be working.
So for everyone listening, you see what I have to deal with now, right?
I like that ringtone though. Heck, I didn't. I don't like it for you. Let's play that again so everybody can hear it again.
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
See, that you got to laugh at that.
Right. Yeah, I got a special ringtone I'm going to be setting for Donald. I may not be able to play it over the radio. So there's just a couple more that I wanted to show everyone.
Let's show them the Echovox, something that we actually use on an investigation.
So, all right, now for Echovox, you pop it up there. Echovox is very interesting. A lot of controversy with Echovox. It's very similar to the way that to the way that a ghost box works, except instead of getting the audio samples from radio stations that it's scanning, it scans random audio samples, and you can pick different banks from different languages, things like that. Now, it also adds echo to it to help kind of facilitate some of the audio. And you can adjust this selector to mix up the channels in different ways. So we're going to demonstrate Echovox for everyone.
Now, this app is a lot quieter than the Spirit Box and a couple of the other ones that we have showed y'all tonight. The ones that are fake. Now, the Spirit Box we use on investigations, we've got some really good data from it. It's like I said, it's been around for years. To me, it's proven itself. The Echovox, we've just kind of introduced this into our investigations last year sometime. We saw this. We tested it on several locations.
Our light just went out again.
Yeah, our light just shut off.
So you can hear if you listen closely, you'll hear my voice echoing through there, and you can hear the way that the voices come through. So.
And this piece of equipment here, this is a lot easier to pick up on responses than it is with the SB7, because it's actually a little slower, a little quieter, and you can actually hear a few things. You don't have to wait till you're reviewing your evidence to actually get the listen for the response that you. Of course, and if you want to get the response and hear what it says, you can always, if you recorded it, which we always do. There's a recorder going in every situation we're in. And so you can always back it up and listen to it, then. But with the Spirit Box, you're going to have so many short little clips that you're not going to really be able to stop every time you hear a little something, or you'll be reviewing more than you're actually recording. With the Echovox, it's a little easier to distinguish between a response and echo or reverb. So we're gonna be quiet for just a minute and let everyone try to hear this. This is a little soft. It doesn't get very loud. It's not a whole lot going on to it, but it's a decent little piece of equipment. It's starting to grow on me. Anna, would you like to speak with us through the Echovox tonight?
Yeah.
Was that a yes? That sounded like it.
Yeah.
Was that you, Anna?
What?
And as you notice, we have a female voice in here, and there's not the first female, other than upstairs, my wife. No one's down here with us for this to happen. That sounded like a yes to me.
Yeah.
There it is again. When Frank first introduced this to me, I was kind of skeptic about it because it is an app, but this is an app that has been tested before by other investigators and introduced to us. So we have, like I said, we've introduced it into our investigations, and it's starting to prove itself.
So something to consider about this is, you are getting those voice samplings through, and it would be easy for pareidolia to make you hear something that sounds like the response that you're anticipating. But that's true with any type of ghost box, any type of equipment. So you do have to be careful and consider that when you use something like this. And something else to consider is it doesn't matter how direct the responses are, how much they're related. I cannot present this as scientific evidence. This is not scientific. At best, I could consider this possibly anecdotal. But, still sometimes it's, interesting to see if you get any responses on it versus regular EVP.
Yeah, well, basically what Frank is showing, we'll never present this to our clients as actual evidence.
Right.
We won't go to their table, sit down, and say, here's what we call on the Echovox, this is real.
Right.
We'll go in and we'll present the evidence to them. We'll show them what we caught on this and kind of explain to them the situation with the Echovox. We use this tool more to get a name, possibly, male or female, just different questions, just a little small tidbits of information that you need during an investigation. It's not something that we base our whole investigation on. And the evidence is definitely not something that we will present as proof positive evidence to the client.
Right, absolutely. Just take everything that you get with it with a grain of salt and present it as, hey, this came over, but I can't use this as a definitive but this is kind of interesting that it correlates, you know,
Right.
and that's typically the best way to handle that. Let me see. Now, there's one more that I have here.
Okay.
Now, one thing I will say is, like Laura had said, if I'm going to use something, I prefer that one over like the SB7 or the PSB7 because I can't stand all of the noise. To me, when you have so much noise, so much going on, it seems to me like you're not going to hear something in the background if it's.
You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It will drown out something. Say like you're in a haunted place and a little girl's voice comes from the bedroom, nowhere near the spirit box, and you're in the living room running this thing. It's going to drown that out. Surely you will miss some evidence because of the volume on the SB7.
Right now I'm kind of nervous opening this one up. This one seems kind of spooky.
Oh,
This is the portal.
The portal.
The portal. Okay. So this is ITC tool optimized for use with the Portal Wonderbox. Similar device can be used alone from Steve Huff to experiment with vocal banks. So,
And you know anything that's got wonderful in the name is awesome. Wonder Bread.
right, definitely
Woman.
legit. This is what the app looks like. You can see it looks like a speaker with some maybe Christmas lights thrown over it.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
So let's see what happens when I hit the power button here.
Now the whole show, Frank, every time you show that to Facebook Live people there, you keep putting that thing over my face. Are you trying to...
Not
I've
at
been
all.
trying to avoid this thing
Not at all.
the whole time. You know,
Not at
I'm
all.
part of this show too.
So when you hit the button, the lights come on. Now this one is kind
You know
of.
what would be
strange,
great
isn't
instead of Christmas lights if they had barbed wire?
it? Right.
I need to... Whoa, that sounded creepy.
Right. So, who wants to talk to us over this creepy looking thing?
Who wants to come through the portal? Just what? Huh. That sounded like Chinese. 97.
Right. Now, that was creepy.
That was. It even makes them whisper spooky. They got some really good audio on this one.
Right. This must be real. Now you can adjust the rate on this. I'm going to change the sweep rate. All right, let's
Stick
see.
yourself a little closer to the microphone. Ooh. That's what it should have go along with it too. That sounded like a demon, Frank.
Right, a real one.
Oh, we got a demon amongst us.
So now you know what's interesting though is this app. I'm going to slow down.
You mean
the
there's
sweep.
something interesting about that app?
There's something very interesting about this app, and you can kind of see. This one is now. What I found strange here is we've did the PSB7, we did the Echovox, we've done well, I can't even think of the names of some of the other apps.
Wonder app or something. I can't remember what it was
Yeah,
called.
the Wonder Box or something like the Spirit Box, several others. And out of all of those, they were really quiet. But now suddenly when I turned this one on, their voices coming through like crazy.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't recognize that. Do you
That
think we should...
maybe this is the real deal. Maybe they were all waiting on us to turn this app on before any of them started talking, and they all started talking at once.
It very well could be. They may see that we're kind of getting towards the end of the show, and they want to come all out and speak to us at once.
So that's
With the
I'm
name
thinking,
of the portal, that convinces me right there.
Right,
I've
so
got it. I'm done.
that's what it is. That's why it was so quiet with the other ones, where they weren't the portal. Now everything from the portal's coming through.
Exactly. We've solved it. Everybody can throw the rest of their equipment away.
So that makes me very skeptical of that one also, because when you've sat there, nothing else has put off much. It's been pretty quiet, and then all of a sudden it's chattering away like a Teddy Ruxpin hooked to a car battery. That tells me there's probably a lot loaded up in it already that's coming through. Those are just a few. We're just about out of time here.
Yeah, and we're not showing. And I want to say something real quick before we leave, Frank. We're not putting on this show tonight to keep anyone from downloading apps and having fun with them. You know, it's great fun. We all have a good time with them. When we first started C.A.S.P.I.R, we had a great time with them. But we want to show everyone on Facebook Live and on WCJV the risks that you're going to run into when using one of these apps. Not to present them as evidence to your client, because that's going to give you a bad rep over time. Especially, you have a lot of teams out there now that's not afraid to call you out on Facebook anymore, call out a bunch of bad evidence, and that's what we need in the paranormal community. A lot more people. You've got your favorite app back up now, Frank. So Frank is back on his little submarine finder over here.
I was just thinking if you had any ghosts around.
Maybe you should run out to Logan Martin out here and see if you can find one of the submarines out there.
Right.
They say there's a couple floating around. And I'm full of EMF too. I'm paranormal?
Donald's
tonight?
possessed here.
I'm possessed. There we go. I am. But yeah, like I said, I'll just go back to it. Apps are having to have fun with, and it even states on a lot of these that are for entertainment purposes only. There are a few apps out there that actually have a little bit of little bit of legitimacy to them. So we're not coming on here telling you this to discourage you from trying anything new. That is what everyone wants you to do. You never know. You could happen across something that might actually be something worth putting in your tool bag for an investigation.
Now, one app that I will recommend, and just let everyone know, looking at the time, I need to put out the call letters really quickly, and that's, you're listening to WCJV Digital Broadcasting out of Youngstown, New York, and you are tuned into Paranormalities and Ponderings Radio, or you might be watching on Facebook Live as well, and we've got Backwood Paranormal tuned in. Hi, Gary.
Hello, everyone.
There is one app that I do recommend. I've used it quite a few times. It's called Smart Voice Recorder, and I believe it's on both iPhone and Android. It records to WAV format, so you don't lose quality, the sound quality, like you do when you record to MP3. It's not a paranormal app by any means. It is strictly for, as it says, it records, and very handy. Just make sure if you use it to uncheck the little box that says skip silence. You can find apps like that are handy. There are tons of them. There's another similar one called Virtual Recorder that very similar, but it doesn't do as well for recording a long period of time.
There's just a ton of apps out there that you can get for this.
So some of your best apps actually now it's hard for me to actually say this is a legitimate app to use for anything that you'll find with the words ghost hunting in it. I mean, there's just so many that are so corny, so gimmicky. However, there are some interesting apps that you can find for sound engineers. For instance, let me see if this is the one. I have I have an app that is called it's from CoolSoft. It's an audio frequency counter. Now keep in mind, this app only works as well as your microphone does. But what you could use it for is to analyze the pitch of everything that is recorded. Now your phone mic or your tablet microphone is probably not going to be so well, so it's one of those things you'd want to use with a good quality external mic, and it could come in handy. It's a frequency counter. It actually, and if you're on Facebook Live watching, I'm holding it in front of the camera. It shows the frequency of your voice or whatever noise as it comes through, and graphs it out and everything for you. That can come in handy.
Yeah, it will.
There are a lot of things like that you can use. Now, granted, keep in mind, no matter how legitimate the app is, there is a reason that when your electrician comes over, he uses that fluke meter or the professional grade equipment instead of breaking out his phone and using an app to diagnose your house. These are meant to be very rudimentary, and they do not have the same quality of an actual piece of equipment that you're going to buy somewhere. So
Yeah, the quality coming out of your Android and this app's not going to be the same quality you get out of your Tascam
right.
live listening record.
Right. So always keep that in mind. That how well these apps function is only going to be as good as the quality of the hardware in your phone or in your tablet.
And Nina says we should do more shows on Facebook Live more often. Oh, thanks, Nina. And we sure are. We actually talked about that tonight.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, just wanted to throw out that disclaimer, and something we're going to be doing more of over the next several weeks is trying to bring more shows like this. We're trying to do more shows to put out information about equipment, about things, because spring's coming up, summer's coming up, and everybody's going to be out doing those road trips, doing those investigations, and hopefully
Yeah, that's right. We'll have summer investigations. They get to see us do investigations with our shirts off.
Right. Well,
it's hot out here.
Well, we canceled that one thing for that Naked Paranormal show.
That's right. We did.
canceled that.
Naked and Afraid Part 2.
Right. We're working with the producer on another show. It's called.
Oh, and by the way, since we're talking
Haunted.
about something like that video you posted about me stealing the airplane, my lawyer stated that is still under investigation.
Pending litigation, I got to take it down?
Yes, you have to take it down until the court hearing is over.
All right. So anyway, we appreciate everyone tuning in, everyone in the chat room, everyone listening over the WCJV Android app.
That's right.
I know a lot of people who've tuned in through it, and we've been getting a lot of great reviews from that. The app for iOS or Apple or whatever they call it now, I can't keep up. It's going to be coming soon. For everyone listening, we appreciate you. Like I say, everyone in the chat room, it's always fun, and for everyone on Facebook Live,
it's been great. We've had a blast tonight telling everyone about fake apps and that good apps, and we actually found out maybe what we actually think about.
Idiot is attempting to reach
Did you
on
get
your cellular
redialed?
device.
Frank, are you trying to call me?
Is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Just wait, I'll get them good next week. So
That's payback from 6 months ago with that video. I told you.
So you're still an Alabama fan?
No. No. You can see right now. Look, I even have it on. There you go. War Eagle, everyone.
So with that said, everyone, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night at 7 Central, 8 Eastern for Paranormalities, for Paranormal for Paranormal Experienced with Kat Hobson. She always does a great,
Excellent show. She always
excellent show.
does.
She's a much more professional host than either one of us.
Way more professional.
Much better show. So don't be sure to tune in to that because it is quality radio, unlike what you have on.
And
this
don't
show.
forget the Karmic Path.
That's and yes, Karmic Path. It comes on every Thursday night.
Yes.
7 Central, 8 Eastern. here on
Also another
WCJV.
great show.
So, and Laura says she's got the same ringtone for me that you do.
Oh, really? Well, maybe
I'm getting both of you. Just wait. We've got an investigation coming up where both of you are going to be at the same place. You're both on my hit list.
Well, Frank, it might be time that you might stop and might want to think that the problem might be you instead of everyone around
it can't
you.
be because I'm perfect.
No.
So
Okay.
before anybody has any
Conceded
chance
a
to
little, huh?
object, we're going to call it a night. So have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Excellent. Good night, everyone.
And to everyone on Facebook Live, thank you for watching, and we will see you again soon.
Bye-bye.